Here's a question for you. Does your brokerage actually give a about you? Let's dig in. What's up guys, Lewi Gault here, welcome back to the channel. Well, that is a big question. Does your brokerage actually care about you? Do they actually really value you? Are they giving you what you need to succeed? Well, if you're having these questions, it's not uncommon at this time of year. This time of year, getting into fall, into winter, is the biggest turnover and biggest change for agents to switch brokerages. So we have 6 questions today that I want you to write down and take your time, think about them, answer them, and if they're the wrong answers, you might be at the wrong brokerage. Okay, question number 1. What is the turnover like at your brokerage? And if you ask someone in the brokerage, like a managing broker or a team leader, whatever, they might not give you the right numbers. So really dig in. If you want to find this out, dig into the numbers, see what the turnover rate is of people leaving, people joining and leaving, how long are they staying at the brokerage, how long are they staying at the team you're at, whatever that looks like. So find out what the turnover rate is at your brokerage. If it's a high number, that is a red flag. You need to find out why people are leaving your brokerage all the time. Okay, question number 2. Does your brokerage or your team give you the proper support needed to accelerate your business? Now, this is a kind of tricky one, I guess, because if they're not, you might even not know what that is that they should be giving you to push your business forward. But really, you can look at it in black and white. What are your numbers like? What are your deals like since you've been there? If you're a brand new agent, how many deals have you done in the first year? If you're a seasoned agent, how has your business grown since you've been over to that brokerage or team? And this is the easiest thing to do. You just put your numbers into a spreadsheet and compare them to either last year or just look at them for this first year. And a big thing to look at is, if it's your first year or even if it's not, look at those deals you've done and look at the client, look at the person and think to yourself, could I have done this without the brokerage help? If I was just on my own, if brokerages didn't exist and I was just on my own, would I have done this deal anyway? And if it's a yes, tick yes. If it's a no, tick no. And then you can look down that list and see what they actually did to support you or help you to grow that business in terms of, did they provide leads? Did they provide you with lead generation ideas that you put into play and they got leads for you? Did they help you with your branding? Like, what did that all look like? And then if the deal came from that stuff, awesome, the brokerage is cool. If the lead would have come anyway, not so much. And that takes us on to question number 3, branding. What does branding look like at your brokerage? Do you go in there and they just give you, okay, what's your name? Bob. Okay, Bob, stick. You've got the same branding as everyone else and you've got a really cool hot air balloon or whatever brokerage you're with. You use the same marketing as every other schleb in here. Don't worry about it. You're good. See ya. That's not cool. You want a brokerage that supports you and gives you individual branding. Why? Because you're an individual. You're not the same as everyone else. You're you and I am me and we are very different. And that is an awesome thing. And we should celebrate our differences and the different parts we have to play in this whole crazy world. So that should reflect in your branding. You shouldn't just have a sticker, because what's the point? You may as well just have a job somewhere. This isn't what we do as realtors. We run our own businesses. So why are you just like taking the artwork from a brokerage and just sticking your face on it? That just gives you zero accountability in the market. Like, no one cares. So does your brokerage support you pushing out your own branding yourself as something different and not just another cog in the wheel? If it doesn't, Okay, the next one is, what is your inner support look like? So your inner circle in the brokerage, right? Because you have the brokerage, you have the managing broker, and then what? Are you just alone in the brokerage, just trying to figure out, do your own thing? Or do you have a team? Do you have a support system? Do you have an accountability partner that you do things with? And furthermore, did the brokerage provide this to you or, encourage you to do this? Because if not, this can be a lonely business. And the further on you get, if you don't have any friends, if you don't have any support system, the more you're going to unfortunately become a statistic and probably crash and burn. So you need that support system. You need like-minded people who are all trying to support each other. It's crazy the amount of people I talk to who don't have this in their business. And I'm like, for us, this is just what we do. This is how we operate. This is what we love. So it's crazy to me how many people don't have this. So definitely a question to ask. Do you feel alone? Do you have a support system? If you don't, get out of there, man. Okay, 2 more. Next one. Is the brokerage growing as a company? So it might be an independent brokerage, that's fine. If it's a franchise or whatever, have a look at the growth of the business. And does it all add up? Does it look good? Does it seem healthy? There are a few companies now who are being traded publicly, but if you look into the growth of a couple of them, it doesn't really make sense. And their stock is coming down and down and down and down. Will not mention any names. If it's an independent brokerage, okay, well, if you joined and there was 4 people there, are there 6, 8, 10 people? What does that look like? So is there a healthy amount of growth in the business that you're being a part of? Or is it just staying stale or even decreasing in volume, in transactions, in people in the company? So look into that. Do a little bit of an audit on the actual company itself and see if it's growing, because that's what you want to be part of. You want to be part of a company that is growing. Okay, last one. Overall, is it a good fit? Is it good vibes? Do you love it? Do you enjoy it? Do you love this brokerage and every day you're like, hell yeah, I love this place? That might seem silly or weird, but that's a real thing, because I was at a place, I don't need to mention, you all know where I came from, that it wasn't like this, I loved the team I was on, but the brokerage wasn't that great. So it's something to ask yourself, like, do I love what I do? And if I don't, is it just me, or is it the brokerage that's making me feel this way? Do I need to make a switch to people who are more positively impacting my life, who are driving for success, and I want to be a part of that? So you really have to do an audit of that. Like, what's going on with myself? Do I feel good here? Do I wake up every day and I'm like, hell yeah, let's hit the ground running? And really answer those questions. I can't answer them for you. I just present the question. So really look into that. Like, are you happy with what you're doing? Because if you're not happy, what's the point in doing it? Go and do something else that makes you happy. Don't do this if you hate it. There's absolutely no point. And along the way, you're going to just go crash and burn. So answer that question for yourself. You can write all these down and answer them. I think it is an excellent exercise to be doing in this season. And of course, I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't let you know, of course, my team and my brokerage provides all of this stuff. How do I know? Because I came from another place and came over to here. Okay, so let's do a little test. I would be doing a disservice if I didn't answer all these questions for myself. Now, who am I? I'm an eXp Realty. I'm part of the Wolf Pack and I run my own team here. So let's go ahead and jump into these 6 questions and see how I do. So let's go. Number 1, is there an excess amount of turnover? No. Why? Because of number 2, we provide an amazing amount of support. We accelerate our agents' businesses. We grow them. We help support with calls, with one-on-ones, with trainings. Everything you can imagine, we provide more and more and more, and we grow all of the time. So that's number 1 and 2. And also our team is awesome. Next one, how about branding? Well, we have individual branding for everyone. Our brokerage supports that. Does eXp have the best branding? No, not at all. Not even close. But in our team, we have a whole brand department who can do it all for you. We sit with you and be like, okay, who are you? What are you trying to project? What are you trying to say here? Let's build out your own personal custom brand. Next one is an obvious one. Yes, I have a team. I have an overall team in the Wolf Pack with Mike Sherrard, with Connor Steinbrück, with all those heavy hitters. And I have my own team as well that I run, who are all awesome. And I love them so much. And we do happy hours and we do calls and we do XYZ. We do a ton of business together. So I do wake up every morning. I'm like, hell yeah. Let's go. Question number 5. Is the company lacking growth? No. We are year over year growing faster than any other brokerage in North American history. So yeah, all set there, baby. And last one, do I love it? Yes, I do. I love what I do. I wake up every day. My job is a little bit different now. I don't do as many production deals that I did this time last year because I'm switching more to this team leader role, running my team, running systems, operations, and all that good stuff, providing for them. But that's what I love. I love waking up and helping out people and helping them to grow their business the way I grew mine. My wife is on the team, which is awesome because we get to spend extra time with each other during the day because we can work together. I have amazing team members. I have amazing clients. I love what I do every single day. And that is why I have this channel and I try and provide this information to anyone out there who will listen to it. So yeah, super, super happy. Anyway, enough about me. This isn't about me, it's about you. But that is my team. And, you know, obviously one of the big questions that we ask this time of year is, are you happy doing this? And if you're not, hit me up, because I believe that we have a brokerage, we have a model, we have a team that could be the right fit for you. It's definitely hands down the brokerage where you can make the most amount of money possible. We've ran all the numbers against every single brokerage in the country, and we can happily do it against the one that you're at. Even if you're a 100% shop, we can actually beat that. So let me know if you want to sit down and run some numbers, or if you just want to talk about switching because you're not happy, you don't feel the support, you don't feel your branding is right, you just don't feel it's the right fit for you. Hit me up. I'd love to chat with you. There is a link below in the description where you can click on and get a call, or just shoot me an email, whatever works for you. Okay, so anyway, listen, if you've answered the 6 questions and they're all like excellent, hell yeah, do your thing. Stay where you are and be an awesome realtor. I dig it, I appreciate it, and that's about it really. So there you go, 6 questions to ask yourself every single year. Audit yourself. Are you happy? Is this the right brokerage for me? Yes or no? If it's a no, hit me up. If it's a yes, high five. See you next week.